And welcome inside Detroit Renaissance High School, where tonight on Full Court Prep, the Phoenix welcome in the Warriors of Brother Rice, our number 2 team. And the Full Court Prep top 11, we welcome in Lakita Gans to the broadcast.
Welcome. Thank you so much. I appreciate being here.
Glad to have you. My name is Chad Bush. Alex Westfall, your executive producer. We got a great ball game. Couple teams are undefeated, Lakita. Let's start first with Renaissance, who comes in out of the PSL Gold under head coach John D. White. And his team and his program is being talked about as being one of the contenders to win the PSL this year. Your thoughts on that?
I am impressed with that because they've come a long way in terms of not being a King or a Cass, who are the top normally the top 2 teams. So I am definitely in agreement that they do have a chance to win the PSL title as well. So whoever gave you that information is correct.
Renaissance is 3-0. And, hey, look, they're led by Jawan Maxey, a guy that
4-year kid.
4-year kid. He's been in the heart and soul of this program. John D. White can't say enough about him. Is he a guy that you see as well as a potential Mr. PSL or the top player in the PSL?
Oh, I definitely do. That's a great, yes, that's a great pick. Yeah. I didn't even think of it like that. He's been here all 4 years. He actually decided to stay once John White got the job after his freshman year. Yeah. And I appreciate a kid like that, a kid who's loyal to the soil. And so I definitely think when I think about all the PSL kids, he has some tough competition, Chauncey Willis and the kid over at Pershing, Theron Hill.
Yeah, that's right.
However, he does have a chance as well because he's played very well and done very well since he's been here.
And he's not alone. He's got some other guys in the mix that are young guys, along with some returning guys. You talk about Jaden Savory, a guy I'm interested to see, a young kid being talked about as a high major kid with a relentless motor stretch 4. What do you know about this kid?
Oh, my gosh. My first time seeing him was this summer, and I was like, he's a freshman? What? Like, what? Okay. He's really good. I think that whoever told you the high major part is on point. As long as he develops every year and gets better, he definitely will fit that once he's a senior. And I have no doubt about it. He's very physical. And I like that because most freshmen come in, they're timid, and they don't want to really, give it their all. But I feel like this kid works his tail off, and he works really hard, and you can see it in his game. So I like him.
And just a freshman. I'm excited to see him, along with the other freshmen in the lineup, Lance Stone.
Lance Stone.
He's got some bloodlines there.
I was going to say, he comes from a heck of a bloodline. So, when you say the last name Stone, you automatically should know that this kid has a game, okay? Yeah. From his father to his big brother. They always say the youngest sometimes will be the best.
That's right. I know that as the youngest.
And he's the middle. Lance is the middle one, right?
He is.
He has a younger brother as well. But Lance is really taking everyone by a storm. They shouldn't, though, because he's a coach's kid. And I think that he shows that 100% as a starter being a freshman. Okay.
Yeah, and we're excited to see him. John D. White compares him to Isaiah Thomas.
Yes.
So it's an interesting mix there. We'll also see Jacob White in the starting lineup, Sam Hoskin Jr., and some others. Jason Gamblin off the bench, a big piece as well to support Jawan Maxey, their natural-born leader, the headliner, the 6'1" shooting guard, and a guy that has a lot of D1 hype coming. And Detroit Renaissance is here to show out. But the team that has the ranking right now and all the clout comes out of the Catholic League Central Division, and it's Birmingham Brother Rice.
Birmingham Brother Rice.
They are ultra-talented, and under fourth-year head coach Rick Palmer, he's got 4 juniors that there's not a better collection of talent in one class in the state. You talk about Curtis Williams, you talk about Xavier Thomas, you talk about Henry Garrity, and you talk about John Blackwell.
The prototype.
There's just a lot there. There's a lot of bullets, aren't there?
Yeah, man. Blackwell is the Division I prototype point guard for anybody who's looking for a big-time guy. He's definitely high major. He has added a jump shot. Yeah. That is not saying he couldn't shoot, but with the way he's shooting lately, it's lights out. And with that jump shot, I don't see him not going Power 5. And that's just what I say. He has another year of development to go, and he can only go up from here. He's a big point guard, and those are the kind of guards that high majors look for.
Right on. I like it. She's Lakita Gans. This is Full Court Prep as we're getting ready for Renaissance and Brother Rice. Brother Rice already with a win over Grand Blanc, who was a top 10 team coming in this year. A big win, 18-point win at home. Lakeshore they knock off in a game that Rick Palmer wasn't really fired up about how they played, but hey, you win by 18 points against Lakeshore, and they're no shame of a program. They had the Depsa game canceled last week due to COVID, not on Brother Rice's side. And then here we are tonight against Renaissance. Did I miss a game for Brother Rice? I think they're 2-0.
Yeah, I believe they're 2-0.
But that's a strong 2-0. And then you look at the other side in Renaissance. Look, they knock off Romulus Summit Academy North.
Which is a big win for them.
It is, isn't it?
It is. Let me tell you, that Romulus Summit team is coached by one of the best coaches in the state, in Mark White.
Okay.
The team is very disciplined. They are big. And so for them to win that game, I know it gave them much confidence, and it probably goes on to even this game knowing, okay, yeah, they're a ranked team, but we just played, and beat Romulus Summit. So we can come out here and compete with anybody.
And then they would go on to knock off PreP 71-63 last week.
That's the big 6'9" kid.
Yeah,
talented. That's a talented team. Another team that could win their conference, So I think that Renaissance is here to compete. Renaissance is here to show us that they should not be slept on.
No doubt. You heard it here first. We got the broadcast coming up top of the hour. John D. White is next in his discussion. It's Renaissance undefeated, Brother Rice undefeated. We're excited to bring you action right here on the Prep's coverage of Full Court Prep. John D. White is next.
Today I'm going to tell you about sportsmanship because it's important. Treat your opponents the way you would want to be treated. My mom says that. Listen to the referees. It's their job. Be nice to their team and our team. Cheer them on. Always play fair. It's the right thing to do. It's sportsmanship. It's not that hard.
Welcome back to Renaissance High School. We're getting set for Brother Rice and Renaissance High School, and the head coach of the Phoenix joins me, John D. White. And, Coach, you must be excited about the fast start. You guys 3-0. You beat Mumford by 40 last Friday. So far, so good with your team. It seems like you all are comfortable early at 3-0 as you walk into this test against Brother Rice tonight.
Yeah, we're very comfortable. We're confident. We're a confident group of guys. We just believe in each other. And I just think as the season go on, we're just going to grow more, and mature more as a team. And hey, great things I believe is on the horizon.
You got a nice mix this year, including Mr. PSL candidate and Mr. Maxey. Tell us where things start with your team in him.
Well, Maxey, he's the heartbeat of this team. Maxey, every year he's played under me. Started as a freshman, honorable mention as a freshman, and then third team All-City as a sophomore, and then first team All-City as a junior. So this year, a lot of weight is on his shoulder to lead, like you said, a mixture of guys who are between seniors, sophomores, and freshmen and juniors, and just bringing them together and leading us, to the promised land.
It's your fourth year now at the helm, and you've done great things in your past, winning a state title at Bishop Borges back in '97. What have you brought here? What kind of style from what you've learned in the past with some of your mentors have you brought here to Phoenix basketball?
Well, I want guys to have a controlled freedom, to play the game of basketball the right way. Play together, play hard, play smart, and execute under pressure. I just believe the style of play that we play is up-tempo. Just play together, have fun. I believe if you're going to play basketball, you should be having fun while you're doing it, and I think that's what the guys enjoy the most.
We're with John D. White, the head coach of Detroit Renaissance. The Phoenix getting ready to take on Brother Rice. Both teams 3-0 tonight. Let's talk about Brother Rice. I know you're impressed with them. We have them as the number 2 team in our rankings. Do you think they're deserving of that?
I believe they're deserving of it. They're a very talented team. And John Blackwell, Xavier Thomas, Curtis Williams, guys like that. Even Garrity, Henry Garrity. I just think they're very talented. So it should be a good one tonight.
What's the key to victory for you guys? What do you need to do? You're in your home gym, big game. What are some keys that have to happen on both sides?
I just think intensity, defense, boxing out, rebounding. All the little things. Communication. Like I said, just sharing the ball, playing together, and just playing within themselves and just believing in, the core concepts of being a Renaissance Phoenix.
Appreciate your time. Good luck tonight. Good luck the rest of the way. Have some fun out there tonight.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you, man.
All right, that's John D. White. It's Renaissance and Brother Rice coming up right after this, starting lineups and much, much more. Welcome back to Renaissance High School. Chad Bush with you, along with Lakita Gans, getting set for Brother Rice and Renaissance. Let's meet the starters for tonight's game. Let's start first with Brother Rice, who's on the road. And we'll start with their point guard, Jonathan Blackwell, high major kid, multiple Division I offers, and really the headliner for this team and the leader that they added a season ago. Henry Garrity is a shooter, and he can do some other things, but they'll rely on him to make some outside shots tonight. Warren Marshall in the starting lineup. He subbed in for Keithan Gilmore, and we expect that possibly to be a six-man rotation there. Curtis Williams in the starting lineup. He, along with Xavier Thomas, in this positionless offense for Brother Rice, big factors, both highly recruited. Williams a little more than Xavier Thomas. He's got offers from Alabama, Maryland, and others.
Yes.
And it's an impressive starting 5-4. The head coach, Rick Palmer, in his fourth year, assisted by Leon McDonald, Vernon Carr, and Laddie Andahazy. And their athletic director is Jeff Calcaterra. We'll pause for a moment for the national anthem. We're back with the starters for Renaissance right after this.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom.
On the diamond.
In the pool.
On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah! Be great.
Participate.
As the voice of Michigan student athletes, the Student Advisory Council's role
is to convey the message of how high school sports are supposed to be played.
We are responsible for helping the MHSAA maintain a positive and healthy atmosphere
so the interscholastic athletes may thrive.
We believe athletes should be competitive,
sportsmanlike, and excel academically.
We believe students in the stands should have fun,
but not take the focus away from the game.
We believe coaches should act as teachers,
helping student athletes develop while still keeping high school sports in perspective.
We believe that parents should always be positive role models
and be supportive of their child's decision.
We believe officials commit their own time to high school sports.
And respect should always be shown and given for them.
The most important goal for student athletes is to enjoy high school sports
while keeping a high level of respect between all those involved in the games.
Enjoy the game!
Welcome back on Full Court Prep. Let's meet the starters for the Phoenix of Detroit Renaissance, playing out of the Gold Division. For the PSL, 3-0, 1-0 in the PSL. Lance Stone, just a freshman, is the starter at the point guard spot. Lamonte Stone, his father, a lot of pedigree, former Ohio State assistant, Bowling Green, Eastern Michigan, and others. Jawan Maxey is their best player. He is a senior. He's a candidate for Mr. PSL. He's got a high major offer. More are coming. A lot of teams interested. He's an electric player at 6'1", can really score it. Jacob White is a guy that's also in that starting lineup, a very good athlete, solid shooter, kind of that dark horse guy, and he is the nephew of the head coach, John D. White. Jaden Savory is a forward. He's just a freshman. He's a high major kid. He also plays out of the Bates Fundamental with Trey McKinney. They've been talked about as two of the best players in the class of 2025. And we'll talk more about Mr. Savory in a bit. His mother also with some pedigree playing at BYU in basketball. The starting five is rounded out by Sam Hoskin Jr., and he's a big, strong, explosive player, and he's a guy that also some pedigree. His dad played with Coach White and went on to play professionally in Europe as well. The head coach is John D. White, former Eastern Kentucky And Bishop Borges, class of 1997, saw him before the game, and he had his nice bling on, his state championship ring.
He had a few of those.
Yeah, he did.
Over there at Southfield Christian.
Yep. And he comes over from his time with Nate Oates at Romulus, one of his influencers as well, and Josh Baker, who's now at River Rouge. John D. White is the Dean of Students at Detroit Renaissance High School. My name is Chad Bush. This is Lakita Gans Jr. We're glad to bring you Brother Rice and Renaissance now live on the Prep.
And we are ready for the tip.
Yeah, what do you think's the key in this game, just to start things off? I mean, what's essential for Renaissance to sort of pull this upset, if you will?
Well, definitely no turnovers. I know you can't go without them, but limiting your turnovers, giving second chance points off that backboard, because especially on offense. Like, I think Xavier Thomas rebounds like no other kid in the state of Michigan. So making sure you keep him off the boards offensively. Yep. That's a big and huge thing that they need to do in order to win this game. So limiting turnovers, making sure they don't give away extra buckets for second chance points.
I like it. Appreciate that. Curtis Williams with an elbow jumper off the mark. No for the 6'6" junior forward. And here comes Renaissance right to left. 3-0 on the year. Coming off a win against Mumford back on Friday. Down the avenue. Short shot misses. That Sam Hoskins Jr., the senior forward at 6'6".
Oh.
Deep wing,
nice.
Three, up
That's one thing
down.
about Xavier Thomas. Not only is he an aggressive, powerful player, but he's also skillful. He has a jumper. He can rebound the ball, push it, and make a play, and that's big when you play multiple positions.
It is. He's wearing 32 tonight. He was wearing 4 earlier. There's a free throw line jumper that's up and down, and that is number 11, Jawan Maxey.
Oh, so they're pressing.
A little bit of press and a turnover. It pays off early, Lakita. You like the strategy?
Yeah, I do, because he must feel like Brother Rice either can't handle pressure or maybe he thinks the point guard's going to turn it over a lot. So
we see the free throw line jumper there. It is an athletic team, a pressure defense team, defense first. They want the defense to create offense. This is Jacob White. Topside three on the way, no good from Maxey. And the rebound ripped off by the point guard, Jonathan Blackwell, on the push.
I don't know if John White's been watching the games. Oh, there's Garrity for 3.
You can get used to that.
Yeah.
Garrity on the wing for 3. Thomas on the wing for 3.
When your
it's
2 biggest
6'2".
guys are making threes, it's like, what do you do about that?
It's a tough matchup problem. The Phoenix feel they have some matchup problems as well. There's one of them.
There's it back. He gives
Sam
it back.
Hoskin Jr. with a triple. And it's 6-5 now as the pressure defense continues. A 1-2-2 for the Phoenix. Garrity corner, Jay, no. And here come the Phoenix on the run. Led by Hoskin
nice.
to the rack, no. And Garrity rips it down and loses it. A little sloppy there to start, Lakita.
Yeah, so I was saying if John White has scouted the couple games that Brother Rice has played, he would probably notice that they've been in foul trouble a lot. So that would be one of my strategies if I were a coach, actually trying to draw fouls, because it seems like they have a problem not getting fouls.
Yeah.
The first game against the game against Grand Blanc,
yes,
they had the 3 starters, Curtis, Xavier, and John Blackwell. 2 of them had 4 and 1 of them fouled out. So it's really good information if you're scouting correctly.
Yeah, you go at them, right?
Yeah.
Attack them. It's acceptable on defense to grab and reach, maybe. The Phoenix with it on the wing. This is White. High on the right hash. 6-5. Brother Rice by 1. 2 3-pointers. Pass picked off. Going the other way. Williams with it.
That's
down
turnover.
The lane. Lay it
nice.
Good. Brother Rice, 8-5 leaders.
Good start for Curtis, because Curtis has had a couple, games where his jumper hasn't been falling. So I always say try go inside out first.
He's got some back offers. There's a hook shot in the paint, no good. That's Savory, the 6'6" freshman, one of 2 freshmen in the starting lineup. Garrity, who has one of the 2 triples for Brother Rice on the attack.
Oh, good steal. I like when you're shorter than the offense.
Yep. Gilmore threw it away. Right wing 3. Too long for Maxey. Brother Rice.
Good defense by Lance. He's he's very smart, even though he's shorter than most players, and that's what makes him a starter as a freshman for a varsity team.
Seen him with his brother, his father, been in a gym rat, described by head coach John White as Isaiah Thomas-like. Huge heart. Anytime anybody compares you to Isaiah Thomas, you're going to listen.
And I'm going to agree. He lost they played in the summer league, Derek Coleman, the Elite Summer League, and they lost in the championship game, and I was walking by.
Little Euro step to the rack and the lay-in
Nice,
for Williams,
Curtis.
who has 4 points. And Brother Rice with their largest lead now of 5.
Back to Lance Stone. I was walking by, and he was crying. He was in tears.
Oh, you're kidding.
To me, that's a sign of a kid that wants to be great.
And this was after the game?
After the championship game, they lost in the Summer League, DC Elite Summer League.
Means something to him. Blackwell in the breakout, floater up and good. Brother Rice with their largest lead now.
I was going to say, Coach needs to call a timeout.
Timeout, John D. White and Renaissance. Warriors by a touchdown in Detroit. We're back in a moment here on the Prep, full court prep on a Tuesday. Happy holidays, everybody.
All right, this is Adam, take 2. Mark?
I guess.
I go like this.
The best part about playing football in Texas has to be the reaction from the community.
I want to encourage others to play volleyball or choir because you get to experience new things and do stuff that you've never done before. My reason why is passion.
My reason why is pride.
Twelve to 5 as you see the Blackwell floater. And that's what Johnny Blackwell can do, Lakita.
He can. He is definitely a star on the rise. Like, I love it. I look at him and I tell people all the time about prototypes. If you understand prototypes when it comes to players, you can actually put players in the right position. You know, every player isn't going to be a pro. But at the same time, knowing what a prototype looks to make or play Division I basketball is very big.
Oh, it sure is. No, good point. And not everybody has a chance to do that.
Or even play Division I basketball for that matter.
That's right. There's a steal.
And to understand it is a blessing when it comes to whoever your coach is.
Bowling his way down the lane is Thomas, and an offensive reset for Rice, who leads by 7.
I like that I like that they're trying to get Curtis involved. I like that.
Curtis Williams with 6 to lead the way. Brother Rice with their largest lead now of 9. As the Phoenix Lance Stone gets into the paint, gets his shot blocked, and then saved it. That's a 14-year-old, folks.
You see how smart he is?
Yes.
He's like, okay, I'm going to catch it and just throw it off of you.
Oh, that's a heady kid there.
And one thing he'll learn as he gets older is you got to get in there, jump stop, and kick the ball out as a point guard.
Yep. Right wing 3, Jacob White, no. A couple of those that have bounced out. The Brother Rice bench erupts, and they've got momentum, leading by 9.
Here's Xavier in the post.
Fadeaway short corner jumper, loves that. No, stick back on the floor.
There's an offensive rebound.
Yes, that's Keithan Gilmore getting the offensive rebound and getting another chance for Rice to score. And you can see why they're the number 2 team. There's just so many weapons with height and length.
Yes, yes, and they bring people off the bench with even more height.
That's right. Yeah. They got a couple they trust down there. There's a shot that's blocked and maybe distracted and fouled, no call. Phoenix on the run the other way. Shot up, no, but free throw's coming. Forced by Maxey.
I like it. I like it. It's part of being a senior. Hey, things aren't falling. Let me get to the basket and at least draw a foul.
Yeah, start the run.
One thing I know for sure is that Renaissance will fight. So no matter what this score looks like, they're not going to stop fighting.
No. And they're going to get some energy off the bench now. They'll check into the game. Number 3, Charles George Jr., a 6'6" senior. And Brother Rice will go to their bench as well and check in the 2 sports star Zavi Bowman, a sophomore at 6'1".
That's number 0, right?
Number 0.
Yeah,
that's right.
I saw him play. He's very, very strong and can shoot the ball.
He can, and some say basketball is his second best sport.
Yeah.
He has some football offers at the Division I level.
Oh.
That nearly got picked.
Yeah.
The pressure continues. It's a 1-2-2 press for John D. White in the Phoenix. Cleared, though, by Zavi Bowman. Laying good, and the foul.
That's tough. That's tough to check right there.
A lot of strength. Bowman on the baseline and able to withstand the foul from Hoskin.
Yeah, I like it. Strong.
It's that big body. They like him at wide receiver, but
it might be the shoes. It might be the Kobe's. Maybe it's the shoes.
There's some good shoe game going on down there tonight.
You got the Kobe 10, what the Kobe's on.
All right, you're going to have to tell me about all that stuff now.
You know I know. That's my guy.
I'm leaning on you for that one. Stone trying to set it up. His team's down 10, their largest trail of the game. Left wing three, Maxey need it, didn't get it. Stone's there. Pocket right three, Splash City for the 14-year-old freshman, Lance Stone. And it's back to a 7-point game. Full court pressure.
I've always liked the rebound three.
Yeah. Get it back.
Turn
put
around
that dagger
that corner
in.
and shoot the three.
That hurts a little bit extra, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And it feels that much better for the offense, and especially for Renaissance, who had hit their lowest point, trailing by 10. And, hey, look, they just haven't had some shots fall.
That's all. And, you know, it's also maybe a couple butterflies. Got to get comfortable. Once that second quarter rolls around, I think they'll be back to, you know, comfort. They're in their own building, which is a great thing.
Yep. Hoskin has it on the right elbow, working against Thomas. Laying left hand up, good banker by Jacob White, the 6'2 junior.
I like how he went straight at Xavier. Hey, you either going to foul me or I'm going to lay this ball up.
At 18 points against UAD in the district
they
championship a year ago.
It.
Stone going to drop it down to Maxey, laying good.
Okay.
And how about the 8-0 run just like that? It's down to 3, Lakita.
Yes, and they got it back.
Another steal by Maxey in the backcourt and fouled on the sideline. And all the momentum shifting now to the Phoenix, who are starting to rise up.
Jawan Maxey is showing why being a senior means a lot. Playing 4 years at this varsity level can get you a bucket or two when you need it.
How about that dish? Showing a little sharing of the sugar.
If you notice, they haven't shot a jump shot in this run. I think that's the key right now.
Yep.
Let's get to the basket.
It's a triangle type offense, a free-flowing type system. Controlled freedom, as it's described.
Back to Lance.
Stone for 3, no. Tried to draw the foul. Here comes Brother Rice on the breakout.
Bang, bang. No.
Missed it. And the lay-in is good. That's Curtis
Williams.
Another
offensive rebound.
Williams the leading scorer with 8 points for Brother Rice right now. 19-14, back to a 5-point game. White on the wing. Knocked out of bounds. It's an offense that is led by 3 guards that really trust each other and play well together. And that's White, Maxey, and Stone. Stone just the freshman, but the point guard.
Right, and that's the beauty of of this team. I like the fact that they can actually start Stone and still have Maxey on the court. Maxey plays both.
Yeah.
But since Stone's here, he's went, directly to that 2-guard position. And then look at that. The dipsy doozy. Okay, I'm only 14, but I can play.
Ooh, that's a cute move.
I like it.
Oohs and ahs deservedly from the Phoenix crowd. The silencer, no, denied in the corner.
Blocked.
Phoenix rising. That's Hoskin, the senior forward. Energy play. How about that? How about this move?
Man.
Can I see that move again, please? Lob in the post is stolen away
and
before
that's
time
the end
winds.
of the quarter. Well, looks like we have a game.
We got a game on our hands, as suspected. A 3-point lead for Brother Rice, but the lead got as big as 10.
Yeah.
And it got trimmed down to 3 as we go to a timeout out of this move. Look at this move by Stone. He's a freshman.
Nice.
Woo-hoo.
Lance Stone.
Write it down. Take a note.
Pedigree, he says.
Man, and then the rejection here by Hoskin. We're back to the second quarter in Detroit in a moment.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start?
Here, in the classroom.
On the diamond.
In the pool. On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah! Be great.
Participate.
Full court prep coming at you, second quarter. She is Lakita Gans. My name is Chad Bush. Great one, 3-point game. Brother Rice led by Curtis Williams, 8 points in the first quarter. And 6 points for Jawan Maxey to lead the way for the Phoenix. Both teams with some turnovers, Lakita. 4 for Brother Rice and 5 for Renaissance. Some concerns, some nerves maybe?
Yeah, I think it's nerves mostly. And I also think that the pressure in the press from Renaissance caused Brother Rice's turnovers. So they both need to adjust, and the least amount of turnovers will probably win the game.
You bet. You know it's a big game if Jawan Howard's in the house. He's here.
Nice.
It feels like Jawan has seen us pretty much every game we've been at. He was with us at the tournament with the Catholic League and the MAC a couple weeks ago at Callahan Hall.
Yes.
And he's after some boys on this Brother Rice team. They say perhaps 8 kids in total on the court tonight are Division I prospects.
Yes, I think that is a fact.
Yeah. But good basketball
and it's good to see because, you know, sometimes it's so hard to actually have that many at one time because kids are so spread out everywhere. However, they hit the 3 to tie the game. It's 19-19.
Hoskin with a bucket. Tied up. Carry on. I want to hear more about your thought on that.
Yeah, so I just think that the beauty of us coming back from COVID is that so many kids have done so many different things, and so many kids have grown because they had to really work and stay focused during COVID.
Yeah.
Last year, yeah, some teams only had 16, 17 games. It wasn't a complete season. So to come back full circle now and to see everybody kind of putting it together, just think about it.
Yeah.
These young men at Brother Rice were freshmen when
Right.
COVID hit.
Right. That was a tough year.
Tough year for all of us. And
I know
so,
your son, too, was a part of it. I mean, you know, being he's a senior now, but they also had a –
Exactly. So, you know, to see all of them coming together, like it all coming together, it all just making sense in their heads and seeing them grow up as young men. It's an awesome thing to see.
Right. Keithan Gilmore splits the pair. He got set up with a nice ball entry pass. It was fancy from the perimeter.
And I appreciate the two teams playing each other.
Yeah.
I appreciate good teams playing each other.
Being willing partners,
yes, because
right?
some people just
I
won't
agree.
play other teams that are good. And I believe that you set your kids up for failure when you don't play tough teams, because ultimately if they're continuing to win against teams that are average, at the end you don't win the big games. So I'm always good or in for a tough schedule in the beginning. The tough schedule in the beginning gives you great promise at the end.
That's right. Hoskin with a lay-in after the nice setup from Maxey. And the home team leads by 1, their first lead of the night, 21-20. Here comes in the second quarter as this shot is no good from Stone.
He tried to get that off the glass. That's a tough shot, though.
Yep. Tim Duncan knows that one
and
well.
There's the
Thomas to the rack, and he lays it in.
That is the tough, aggressive, skillful big fella, Xavier Thomas out here.
Using that big body to shield his defender away a little bit.
Xavier Thomas has been working on his conditioning, working on his body, and I want to say congratulations to the kid for actually saying, you know, I need to do this so that I can become more in shape and do more out here for my team.
Yeah, what's he lost, 20 pounds or so?
He's lost.
He does look good.
Yeah, you can tell, you can see it.
Williams has it stolen away, and then the Phoenix say we'll give it away too.
And he's going to probably
Williams has it blocked out of bounds. So
that's a good save, because that was about to be a dunk.
Yeah, that was a real big save. Caught some momentum out of the air. You see the quick hands there from Maxey and the fast.
It was almost showtime around here.
And then Bowman, how about that nice pass?
Yeah.
To find him. Ball out of bounds. Play works magnificently. Johnny Blackwell finishes the fine feed from
I would be
Thomas.
upset with my team right there.
Yep.
We not giving up a layup. That's basketball under the basket 101.
Yep, tip of the cap to Rick Palmer there. It's a nice ball
That's
out of bounds
a forced
play.
basket, but he still got the foul.
Yeah, tough foul there on the perimeter, and it's going to set up Jacob White line left with a chance to cut into this 3-point deficit, but this was a double-digit deficit just about 5 minutes ago, Lakita. It's been a strong fight back by the Phoenix.
I told you they would fight back,
especially
being at home. And it also goes to credit, what they're doing to make Brother Rice turn the ball over, have to play under pressure. And as a person who's been watching teams for the last 3 years consistently, because my son is in high school, of course,
sure.
I want to say that is Brother Rice's Achilles heel.
Yeah.
When it comes to, can you handle the pressure of the big games?
Yeah.
And I only say that because of games like the Orchard Lake last year, the big games that they had where it's always that time when it's pressure, can you finish?
Yeah.
That's what make you a top 2-3 team, and when it's time to show up, do you show out?
Right. And in fairness, they were sophomores last year too.
Yes.
They played as freshmen, so on the court they were older, but
yes,
these guys are only juniors. So now is the time, though, as you're saying, to finish the deal.
It is.
And rolling to the rack to finish the deal there is Thomas. He'll go to the free throw line.
Because they have enough.
Yeah.
They have enough.
Sure
I think
do.
they may be one of about 5 teams that actually have 3 Division I or more players on the same team.
Yeah, that Central Division is stacked with it.
And then they play in the best conference in the dang on state, right? Like,
if not the Midwest.
My gosh.
If not the country.
They have 6 to 8 games that they got to be prepared every single night.
Well, yeah. I mean, our top 11 has all 5 Catholic League teams in it, along with Hamtramck.
Exactly.
Shout out, by the way, to Robert Davis Jr.
Thank you. I appreciate
How about it?
it.
43 points.
46. Yeah, 46 the other night.
23 and a quarter.
In a quarter, yeah.
Get out of here. That's his second 40-plus point game.
In 10 days.
In 10 days. He deserves all of it. I've seen him working hard since he was a young man, and
thank you.
Grinding at Eastern Michigan as a young kid, and you've raised him right. Congrats.
I appreciate it. He's working hard, and I love it because he supports all of his other friends, and he tells them all about what he's doing, and they come and join. And that's why I talked about even Xavier, because he comes to our strength and conditioning coach.
Okay.
LJ Harrison over there at Superbad Academy. So he does a great job helping to transform bodies when it comes to our young men.
Brother Rice breaks the press, and they get a chance now with Gilmore, the sophomore forward at 6'5", to shoot free throws. With the clock stopped and a close game between the Catholic League's Brother Rice Warriors and the PSL's Detroit Renaissance Phoenix. My name is Chad Bush alongside Lakita Gans. Alex Westfall is your executive producer. And we've got pizza here in the house. Too bad none of us can eat it. We're just staring at it like the butcher's dog over here. We'll get to it, Ali. I know. I'm sorry. It was poor timing. I take full responsibility. Free throws missed. Was that both free throws?
Yes, he missed both free throws.
Oh, boy. Take a note. Free throws were a problem for Brother Rice against Lakeshore.
That was Gilmore Keefen.
Okay. Here's Jaden into the paint. Attacks, and
we haven't heard that much from him yet.
No, he checked out early, didn't he?
But he can definitely get hot quick.
Just a freshman at 6'6", 185.
Oh, yes.
Blackwell.
That is what I'm talking about. That is the prototype for the point guard that you want going Division I, baby.
Rising and firing. Cole cocking one down. Johnny Blackwell on the point. Boom.
Bang.
Yeah, you like that.
That's
He's explosive.
What makes me different.
His dad played at Illinois as well.
You know what's funny? Xavier Thomas's mom played at Illinois too.
Is that right?
Yes, she did.
And did they know each other? Was it in the same era?
I don't know. I wonder. That might be why it's a connection. Sonia Waters.
That's right. Garrity with a block shot on Gamblin, who's checked in. Left wing three on the way, in and out. And a big stop there for Renaissance.
Good steal by Xavier Thomas.
Thomas got it back.
Yes, his mother is Sonia Waters Thomas, Mumford High School grad.
Did you play against her?
I didn't. She's older than me by a whole 4 years. So.
Oh, you missed her.
I missed her.
I'm sure
glad
she
I missed
appreciates you telling the world that.
I know. She's probably going to get me. But she knows that I love her because guess what? I'm glad I missed her. She was a beast.
Was she?
Yes.
Yeah. There's a foul that's going to go on Grambling. He is their defensive stopper. This is their sixth man, Jason Gamblin. And he's a guy that is a junior, comes off the bench, and is an important piece of their defensive-minded team.
Renaissance finds themselves in the bonus, unfortunately, so that means you're fouling too much.
Yeah.
Don't want to give up easy baskets.
This is Garrity line right. This is Henry Garrity, a junior at 6'4", part of that 4 junior, along with Thomas, Blackwell, and Williams. And then you'll see sophomores off the bench in Bowman, Gilmore, Warren Marshall, and Chase Vandermeed. So it's like their whole bench is sophomores.
Yeah.
And they're not going away anytime soon.
Not at all.
They've got juniors that are all coming back. They do have one senior, I believe, Tommy Labruzzi, that will play, and he's in the rotation. But, again, it's a young team. Brother Rice is here to stay.
Yes, sir.
And Renaissance as well.
Yeah, because they have 2 freshmen starting and a junior, and they have a lot of sophomores as well.
Yes, they do. This is a freshman, Lance Stone, with it. Top side to Hoskin, their leading scorer. Bullies his way to the bucket. Mid-post shot.
The foul
and counted it a foul. Hoskin with a floater. He's done it from downtown. He's done it from inside. And Lakita, he does it here through contact.
I like it. It's, again, what I said. Just try to draw the foul. Try to go ahead, get in there, because they've shown that they will foul. And that's what I would do. If I'm coaching this game,
sure.
Our most success has come getting to the basket, trying to go in there and make anything between the 7 to 5 foot range. So I will keep going after them.
I like it.
They're fouling. Now we are fouling too. We need to stop. But, I think their success has come from getting inside.
No doubt. Dribble drive, lay in from the right side.
Nice.
Good.
I like it.
Through butter. Curtis Williams.
I like it, Curtis. Mr. Williams.
Playing maybe his
Look
best
at that.
game.
Easy money, baby, but he misses it.
Good attack to the rim.
It's a tough miss.
Sure is. Williams feeling it. Around 2 defenders. And a late whistle, he'll get rewarded. That's it's tough if you're Renaissance.
Yeah, especially on this this fight to keep it close.
Foul trouble, something to note. It is team foul number 8, but with Brother Rice shooting free throws.
It seems like they can't make a free throw right now. And so these are things that, as a coach, scouting teams, knowing teams' deficiencies, knowing, what their weaknesses and strengths are is a big part of, trying to get to that promised land of the Breslin. Yeah. And I talk to our coaches sometimes about it. I'm not a coach over there, but I do talk to them often just to kind of give them some feedback on making sure we know exactly who we may have to play.
Sure. No, it helps. I mean, and Hamtramck you speak of is ranked in our top 5.
Right.
And we're excited to see them at some point down the line. Their next game comes up when?
Wednesday night, Hamtramck versus East Lansing over at the Detroit Motor City Roundball Classic. 7:50 is the night game.
Okay.
It's at Ferndale High School.
Floater Stone,
nice,
and somehow it goes down. I believe that's 6 for Mr. Stone, the freshman.
Cut it to 6.
His dad won a couple state titles at River Rouge.
I think you have a chance as long as you go into halftime. Well, I don't know. Okay.
Goes from a 6-point game to a 9-point game.
9 points
like
real
that.
fast. I mean, you want to keep it to single digits. That's what I was going to say. And then Lance comes back, and he doesn't hit the bucket, but good try. Good try, freshman.
Yep. That speaks to the confidence they have in the 5'5" Lance Stone.
Yes.
Tremendous shooter.
And there's Xavier Thomas again.
Heat check 3, no good. Here comes Maxey, who's been quiet lately in this quarter. He'll attack Garrity to the hole and lay it in.
Woo. Off the glass.
Boy, we're seeing some flashes as to why he is in the discussion as one of the best players in the city.
Yes.
36-29 now. 7-point Brother Rice lead. It's been as big as 10. Zavi Bowman bullies his way down the boulevard. Thomas with a reset. Corner right, 3. Williams, no. Run out Maxey. Here come the Phoenix 3-on-2. Stone, right wing 3, no.
However, that was a great job by Maxey to give up the ball.
Yeah.
He understood it was probably going to get blocked by the big fella, and he finds the shooter. I like that. That's called IQ and having confidence again in your teammate.
It's hard to see guards nowadays that play well together, cohesive and seamlessly. And
look out for each other.
Yes, it's hard at the guard spot to do that. Let's just be honest. And they have that here, it looks like.
It does.
With Renaissance. There's a foul and more free throws coming. 7-point lead.
The crowd is getting antsy.
Yeah, they want explanations. They want to know what's going on here.
Well, it's 1-1.
Want to tell you about our friends at Work 365. James Gonzalez, a great outfit over there. Their mission is to help athletes dominate their sport with top training and coaching in athleticism, nutrition, and mental toughness. Work 365 Fitness, professional sports training, quickly fills the gap between where you are and where you're destined to be. It creates the greatness within you. Contact the folks at Work 365, 248-875-3188. Info at work365fitness.com. We thank James Gonzalez and the Work 365 halftime show coming up here shortly. 3 ball by Maxey, no. Offensive rebound with 5 seconds to work.
He had a couple seconds before he threw that ball up like that.
Meanwhile, Bowman gets a crack at it.
Well, at least it's single digits.
It is single digits. It's 9 points, Lakita. And look, I mean, this was the first half that we expected to see something close. In between, this thing got tight, but on the ends, it's been Brother Rice in control most of the way.
And I also like the fact that they are scoring. I mean, I'm not saying that no one's playing defense, because they are. I think a lot of these points are coming off of turnovers, and that's a good thing. I like to see kids who are confident and can actually put the ball in the bucket, and that's what they're doing.
We'll have highlights from the first half. Coming up, that's Lakita Gans. Glad to have her in the house in the prep.
Thank you for inviting me.
It won't be your last time here. Happy holidays, everybody. Thanks for hanging out.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes are also likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education.
As the voice of Michigan student athletes, the Student Advisory Council's role
is to convey the message of how high school sports are supposed to be played.
We are responsible for helping the MHSAA maintain a positive and healthy atmosphere
so that interscholastic athletes may thrive.
We believe athletes should be competitive,
sportsmanlike, and excel academically.
We believe students in the stands should have fun,
but not take the focus away from the game.
We believe coaches should act as teachers,
helping student athletes develop while still keeping high school sports in perspective.
We believe that parents should always be positive role models
and be supportive of their child's decision.
We believe officials commit their own time to high school sports,
and respect should always be shown and given for them.
The most important goal for student athletes is to enjoy high school sports
while keeping a high level of respect between all those involved in the games.
Enjoy the game.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 300,000 participants here in Michigan who take part in high school sports.
My dad and my grandfather are officials. I've grown up around officials and seeing how much they enjoy being part of the games. As a student athlete, I've always appreciated the people out there who are willing to give back to the kids. The Legacy program lets me officiate while I'm still in high school, working younger kids' games. Officiating gives me a better understanding of the game. I get to make some pretty good money for a high school kid, and I even get to spend some quality time with my dad. There's help wanted. Just whistle.
Today I'm going to tell you about sportsmanship because it's important. Treat your opponents the way you would want to be treated. My mom says that. Listen to the referees. It's their job. Be nice to their team and our team. Cheer them on. Always play fair. It's the right thing to do. It's sportsmanship. It's not that hard.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start?
Here, in the classroom.
On the diamond.
In the pool. On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Be great.
Participate.
As the voice of Michigan student athletes, the Student Advisory Council's role
is to convey the message of how high school sports are supposed to be played.
We are responsible for helping the MHSAA maintain a positive and healthy atmosphere
so that interscholastic athletes may thrive.
We believe athletes should be competitive,
sportsmanlike, and excel academically.
We believe students in the stands should have fun,
but not take the focus away from the game.
We believe coaches should act as teachers,
helping student athletes develop while still keeping high school sports in perspective.
We believe that parents should always be positive role models
and be supportive of their child's decision.
We believe officials commit their own time to high school sports.
And respect should always be shown and given for them.
The most important goal for student athletes is to enjoy high school sports
while keeping a high level of respect between all those involved in the games.
Enjoy the game.
Today I'm going to tell you about sportsmanship because it's important. Treat your opponents the way you would want to be treated. My mom says that. Listen to the referees. It's their job. Be nice to their team and our team. Cheer them on. Always play fair. It's the right thing to do. It's sportsmanship. It's not that hard.
Let's take a look at the first half highlights. And Brother Rice's 9-point lead. The deep ball got him going early. Lakita. See Garrity here. Thomas would hit some as well. But their offenses come from a few different sources. Led by Blackwell's 11 points and Williams 9.
Nice.
Then we see here the long range for Mr. Hoskin Jr. He has 8 at the break. He's a guy that showed a little inside-outside game for the Phoenix. Then Brother Rice would come back and miss a shot that would lead to points. And this is how Renaissance scores, Lakita. They didn't get it there, but on the break, off of that defense, and we see it there. That's how they would score.
That was a nice move. He misses it, but then they get it back off a turnover. And that's what Curtis has done well, got to the basket.
Yep. Curtis Williams, 9 points at the break. So 38-29, second half about to get underway. What are some things you want to see get done in the second half? Let's play it with the Renaissance and the Phoenix. What would you like to see them do differently?
So I would definitely like to see them become more efficient on offense. I believe that they do need to hit a few jumpers. That was something that they didn't do a lot of. They had about, I think, maybe 2. They had 2 threes, a couple. So in this game, with them making 3s and then you're only making 2s, that's huge. So you have to make some triples. I believe that a high school team, has to average between 5 to 7 threes a game because a lot of kids like to, shoot the jumper.
Right.
And that's what Brother Rice has done to actually have the lead this high. So.
Yep. We'll see how this offense goes for the Phoenix. There's the 3 attempt by Stone, as my partner suggested, out of bounds. But they got the right guy, the right look.
They did.
He's their best shooter.
The guard could have gotten it to him a little faster, but he did get it to him, and maybe he'll find him faster next time. I find that that's some of the. Oh, see, another 3, another 3. John Blackwell hits the 3, and one of the things I was going to say is that I think that sometimes players are one-dimensional when it comes to passing, and they don't see both sides at all times. And when you don't see both sides at all times, sometimes you're going to miss open shooters.
Yep.
I think that sometimes the offenses, they like to pass to the same side. And so, I would suggest to coaches, out there who are new and learning, make sure your kids know how to get the ball to both sides.
Right.
And make sure they understand when we run a play, that person's going to be open for only that second. So you got to find them then, especially if we're running it for that person.
Yeah. Short corner right jump shot is just too long. Here comes Brother Rice on the push.
Again, even on that play right there, out of bounds, that's Curtis Blackwell to the basket for 2.
Williams scores it.
Oh, I'm sorry, Curtis Williams.
That's all right. I know
John Blackwell.
Yeah, I know.
And it's funny because his father, he has a father whose name is Curtis Blackwell, or an uncle named Curtis Blackwell.
Good bloodlines.
Yeah,
all up and down.
All up
Pat
and down.
Garrity and Henry Garrity. And Thomas
his father,
Blackwell.
The Blackwells, state representatives all across here into politics.
Oh, was that right?
Yeah, his family is a political family out of Highland Park.
All right. That's where my in-laws are from.
Yeah, that's where Robert Davis' father is from as well.
All right. Go Polar Bears.
Hey.
Pull-up jump shot, 20-footers down.
Nice.
Long range
Curtis
from Williams. He's really heating up.
Two-pointer. Nice. So there's the freshman.
There he is, Jaden Savory.
And what I really want to see mostly is that the Renaissance players keep the fight. They continue to fight back. They don't just give up and let them, blow them out. I just want to compete because this game is good for Renaissance when they go to that city playoffs. At the end of the day, the city playoffs is why you play these games.
They've got big games coming up, getting ready for that city playoff. Cass Tech on the 25th, King on the 28th, back-to-back games.
Yeah, those are going to be 2 huge games. Again, they get to play them in the regular season before they even get to the playoffs.
Right.
So that's good.
We had the PSL championship here last year between
Yes.
Detroit King, and I know I saw you here
Yeah.
as well, and Theron Hills Club, Detroit Pershing. The club
Pershing's
that plays
tough
upstairs.
Too. Yeah, they're tough as heck. They are going to definitely give everyone a run for their money because they play hard. They play tough. Coach Twig Hill is what I call him. Okay,
Sure, Sean.
I call him
92 grad, I think.
Yeah, so I coached with Coach Hill at Pershing with our girls, and over there in my 4 years, we had 7 Division I girl players.
Wow.
And he is where I learned how to properly develop players on that basketball court. He taught me a lot, and he does that for his team now, and that's why they've been good so long.
That's a pretty look there.
Pretty reverse layup, backdoor by John Blackwell.
We'll keep it right here. I want to hear a little more about what Coach Hill has done and
Yeah,
some of the
so,
things that you took from him.
So I don't know if you guys know, but Coach Hill has 9 children. And
Yes, I do.
He has 9 of them, and 8 of them played basketball. But when I started to coach with Twig, he had a daughter who was a junior playing at the time, and he had a freshman coming in, right? She wanted to go to Cass so bad. And she goes into Cass, and she practices with them one time, and she comes back over and says, I want to play for my dad, right? But with that being said, he's done a great job. He taught me all those things that it takes to develop kids. And I think that's one of the best parts about any coach that knows how to coach on the floor, but most importantly, develop the child or the player from year to year so that they can become that Division I player that they're all striving to be.
Right. John D. White is one of those coaches as well.
Yes.
For Renaissance in his 4th year. Pocket left 3, no good from Maxey. They're going to need him to hit that shot.
Yeah, they're getting the shots, but you have to hit them.
Yep. Thomas toying around on the perimeter.
He's probably one of the most skillful power forwards that you'll see up top, handling the ball, doing moves, fadeaway jump shots. Like, he has all of it.
No look, 3 on the ways down. Curtis Williams putting on a clinic, and the fresh feeds and the unselfish willing passes, that's the 3rd 3 of the night for him. 3 for 3 in this quarter from downtown.
Okay.
We appreciate our stat crew tonight, led by Pat the Stat and Matthew Hopkins. Matthew coming in from DePaul to do some good work.
Hey, I like the sound of DePaul.
Yep. Right wing 3, no good. Is that a place Robert's looking at?
We are talking to one of their coaches on a consistent basis, and we were actually supposed to visit over this Christmas, but I decided to stay home.
Chicago is beautiful in the wintertime.
It is, but I decided let's just stay home and we'll try it a little bit later.
Okay.
He has a lot of focus he has a big game on the 29th, so I'm just like, let's do that and we'll figure it out.
Yep.
But yes, I like DePaul. I mean, Illinois, all those schools, Loyola of Chicago.
Yeah. Phoenix with the basketball, they're down 17. This is their largest hole of the game.
It is.
They need to get something going here.
And right now you have to find some type of poise, some type of go-to. And that's what I would like, a lot of the high school teams to understand. Like, what's your go-to? I like it. Now,
what a
that
spin
is nice.
move. That's Charles George Jr. off the bench.
I
doing
like
some
it.
nice things.
What are we good at? What can we do well?
Yep.
Where can we score the easiest? And let's do that.
Second chance opportunity.
I was on the phone with how many? I'm sure it's a lot. I told you. Offensive rebounding.
Yeah, you did. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was on the phone talking to Derek Coleman last night. I was talking to Derek Coleman.
Ooh,
and
DC.
we were talking about when you have an advantage, maybe in one player, let's just say you have a big and he can score in a post, and you go to that player continuously until somebody stops it.
Yeah.
You know, and I think there's nothing wrong with that when you're trying to win games.
Yep.
But I think the reason why it came up is because a lot of times we find that coaches will just let kids just free fall.
Yeah.
And
Too much
when you
freedom.
don't, and it's nothing wrong with freedom when you can make shots.
Controlled freedom.
Exactly. And when you have something that you can do really well. But when kids are kind of finding themselves and developing into and it's time to win, because in the pros, that's how it goes.
That's right.
And when it's time to win, they're not going to say give it to the guy that's behind KD, right? They're going to give it to KD. Okay. So that's what I'm talking about.
For sure. Oh, I hear you. You're right. Back to a 15-point game after the free throws. 3-ball, Thomas,
You can tell that he's been working on that because he's tried it like 4 times already.
Yeah, just a nice step in, pull up.
That, between the legs, cross, pull up, top of the key. Let me see if I can make this. He's made one of them, and it looked really good. So,
well, you're up 15 points.
Why not?
Now's the time, I guess, to showcase that. Work on it. Stone with the basketball trying to spearhead this effort. He's a freshman. Got a lot of responsibility now. His team trails by 15.
Nice.
He's not alone.
That's
nice. A pretty look down low to Charles George Jr.
So if you want to know, that was
All-State high jumper.
Oh, wow. Okay. That was horns. They just ran horns, just FYI.
They ran horns? Okay. They like horns here. They like the horn set. They like the pick and pop. And that different sets. What's going on here?
Lance Stone is over there, like, trying to take the ball out of the big guy's hand. It's funny. So they're saying he called a timeout, but they're saying he turned the ball over. So.
All right. We'll take a timeout on the floor. Right now, Brother Rice up by 13. We'll sort things out. We're coming back to Renaissance High in a moment. This is the Prep.
Today I'm going to tell you about sportsmanship because it's important. Treat your opponents the way you would want to be treated. My mom says that. Listen to the referees. It's their job. Be nice to their team and our team. Cheer them on. Always play fair. It's the right thing to do. It's sportsmanship. It's not that hard.
Thanks for hanging out. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. Kwanzaa. All of it. Everything you celebrate, we celebrate with you here on the Prep. We'd love for you to become a sponsor today. Email us at theprepsports@gmail.com. And we'd love for you to be a part.
So this press is really, really taking a toll on Brother Rice.
Turnover, Maxey 3, no. He has not been able to hit that 3. And now Rice with a run out in the Blackwell 2-hand hanger. And just like that, Lakita.
Yeah, that's tough.
Not taking advantage of turnovers.
Exactly.
Tough to do at this point. 2 minutes left in the third. Stone to the hole.
I like
shot
it.
up and good.
I like it. He knows how to maneuver his body and get in that spot.
Xavier Simpson-esque. Blackwell into the front court, attacking the baseline. He gets it swiped.
I like that they have their hands up. Now, here's the kicker. Teams who are watching this that are, that's illegal.
Stone to the hole, lay in, no. Tip in, good. They're going to say it was in the cylinder. Did you see the screen up top?
That was tough.
And let's get another look at that, we will. Man, oh man. They're playing
it definitely
big
was
boy
tough.
basketball.
We both were like, wow. That's a heck of a pick.
The pick was set by Samuel Hoskin Jr. And I don't know who he hit, but
that was John Blackwell.
Okay. Well, he's a tough cookie, John Blackwell is.
He
popped
is. He got right
up.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Jeez.
Glad to know he's okay. But then you leave a shooter wide open.
Don't do that. Curtis Williams for 3. He's on fire, says Matthew Hopkins. 4 for 4 in the quarter, and the lead grows to 16, partner.
This is good for Curtis.
Stone. Right point Maxey to the hole. Oh, a little push off and no call there either. They're letting them play.
Yeah, they're letting them play here in the city. I appreciate that sometimes, but you know when it gets all the way to the states, they don't let you play like that. So
lay in good. Who else? J.B. Blackwell with a bucket and the harm.
yeah, he was mad. He's mad. You hit me with the pick, so I'm gonna hit you with the and one.
That's right. Plays through it. That's a competitor there.
He is
ferocious competitor.
And that's
a
what
leader.
You want. Yes.
Rick Palmer loves this guy. Came over last year. And just a sophomore.
The lead is now 19.
This is the largest lead.
Yeah.
And it's getting out of control right now for the Phoenix. This Brother Rice team has just hit you with so many different ways and with size all around.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody's 6'5", 6'4", or 6'6". The Phoenix playing around a zone now. Maxey.
So they go into the zone now, and you have to get the ball to the middle, but you can't throw a lazy pass.
High
and he
post
should be dunking
pick
it.
and a late in good, partner. We've seen some zone in our day.
Yes, we have.
And we know.
Listen, I went to the Oakland and Michigan State game last night. I couldn't believe
yeah?
Oakland was playing zone again. This is my second time seeing them play. And I'm like, so they're just playing zone now. They're a new Eastern or something? Are they the new Rob Murphy?
Campy's taking notes from Murph.
And so the crazy part is that I kept hearing parents in the background screaming that they weren't getting rebounds. And I kept saying, well, if you know anything about a zone, it's very hard to rebound out of the zone.
That's right.
And by Michigan State being 6'10", 6'7", 6'9".
Good luck.
Yeah, good luck. Thanks. It was a good game, though. It was very entertaining.
Yeah, what was it, like 12 or 13? Oh, Ali Hadi is wanting to chime in, Ali.
Okay.
Ali's a proud he was running that show, and here he is.
Nice.
Now here he is running our assistant producing.
It was a good game, though. It was really entertaining the whole time. I never got bored.
Yeah.
And both teams showed me stuff that I was actually proud of.
All right. Well, Ali Hadi agrees.
It was sold out, too, just FYI.
Oh.
They sold the Palace out.
Okay.
Well, I'm sorry.
LCA.
Little Caesar Arenas.
Yeah.
Yeah,
be careful now. This is a home of the Motor City Cruise, too.
I know, right? Exactly. And I've been to all of those games except one.
Yes,
I'm the number one fan of the Cruise.
I know you're coming on the 29th.
I sure am.
Against the Delaware Bluecoats.
What the time? That game is like 7 o'clock.
It is 7 o'clock.
So I may have to just make the 31st because Robert plays on the 29th.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see at 3 o'clock on the 30th.
Yes.
Or the 31st.
It's one of those.
Your buddy Russ
31st.
Eisenstein will be on the call with me for that game.
Yeah. I like watching the Cruise. They are exciting.
It's a great
and
brand.
And they did good in Vegas this past week.
Made it to the Final Four.
Yeah.
And had a chance yesterday to send it to overtime, and there was a layup just missed.
Okay. Well,
would have gone to the finals.
I'm happy. I like the Cruise.
I love it. Led
they
by
are
our
exciting.
buddy Rob Murphy.
Yes.
GM and president, doing a great job there.
He is.
Rhonda Burley, David Zeman. That is it for the third quarter. A quarter that Brother Rice dominates. They win it. But 61-41 as we head to the fourth quarter. And the Phoenix not going down without a fight. We've got it for you coming up. Thanks for watching on the Prep. Happy holidays.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 300,000 participants here in Michigan who take part in high school sports.
There he is, the eye in the sky, Jawan Howard. Follows us everywhere we go.
Yes, he's here for you. He's recruiting you, Chad.
No, he wants the best. And we got the best players and teams. Let's give you some scoring updates. Jonathan Blackwell with 22 points. He doubled his 11-point tally in the first half. In the third quarter, He leads the way. 19 points for Curtis Williams and 3 points for Keithan Gilmore. That's it. Are you telling me 3 Brother Rice players have scored in this game? Unbelievable.
No, because
DJ Baker, the head coach of the Motor City Cruise in the house.
He's in the building.
Coach Baker. My goodness, all the stars coming out tonight. Fresh off a Vegas trip to the Final Four. Let's get to the tallies for Renaissance. They're led by 11 points from Jawan Maxey, 8 points from Hoskin, 9 points from Lance Stone, 5 from Jacob White, and 4 for Charles George, who had a couple buckets.
There's
Savory
a 3.
with 2.
There's finally hits the 3.
There is the 3.
Jawan Maxey.
Thank you for that. Thank you. Pat the Stat in the house. Appreciate it. Get a stop here, Lakita.
They did. Let's get a basket to basket. Maybe he hits another one. He tried it, but Lance comes through, and he got it back.
Helter-skelter, partner.
Oh, and they hit another one. That's 14. They cut it to 14. Anthony Massey, 6'6", senior, knocks down the triple to take it to 14.
So if it's not Maxey, it's Massey.
Yeah, look at this. They get a turnover, they get the ball back, and he knocks it down. That was a good possession. I should say they got the rebound, and they brought it back down. They almost turned it over, but gained control, and now they're cutting it to 14, 61-47, 7 minutes to go. You get one more turnover and another basket, and you might be back in the game, Renaissance.
That's right.
The one thing I said earlier is just don't give up. Just don't give up. Just keep playing to the end. You never know what might happen. And you never know how guys get lax because they are up by 20.
Right. Well, excuse me, that's the mentality of John White. His team on defense, we've seen a few different defenses. He's going to go man here.
Yeah, he's definitely rotating what he's doing on defense, and I like that. I like coaches who kind of make other teams figure it out. That was a huge block.
Blocked by Savory. Here come the Phoenix on the run. Stone surveys it. Sets up Williams. Maxey 3, got it!
This is his gym, and I know that by the end of quarters, like the fourth one, you are ready to play and ready to put the ball in the basket because that's where you practice at. Unfortunately, look at that. That's a tray ball from the R of Rise, and he rose on that jumper, didn't he?
I love it. Sure did, right in front of his bench.
You can tell he shoots that shot from home a lot. Thankfully, that foul he just got was it wasn't 1-and-1 yet. It was their fourth team foul. They're down by 11.
Cut it to 11. It was 20 a moment ago.
And then they call another foul.
It's a 9-0 run. And then a Stone foul on the perimeter. Boy, this bacon cheese bread that we got, I don't like to eat on a broadcast ever. It's unprofessional. But my goodness. Try not eating that, Papa John's.
Well, I don't eat meat, so I think you guys did it for me.
Oh, my goodness. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
I saw you picked off the pepperoni.
I had to pick off the pepperoni. Oh, and guess what? That call right there, that's a tough call.
They get him with a foul?
No, he didn't call a foul, but it went off his body, and he still gave it back to them.
Oh, boy. Maybe a missed call.
Yeah, it's okay, though. Gives Brother Rice a chance to regroup.
Thomas inbound.
Oh, and he stole it, and he gets fouled.
How about that? Things starting to unravel for Rice.
So remember what I said earlier? They went for that elementary out-of-bounds play?
Yes.
They didn't that time.
Elementary, my dear Watson.
And guess what? He steals it and almost gets it to his teammate. That's good. It's good basketball right there. Good defense. Good mindset to know where to be, what to do at the time that it happens.
Foul on Gilmore. He'll check out. Garrity back in.
They're going with the pick and roll at the top. finds a shooter in the corner, and he knocks it down. Number 3, Charles George Jr. He's a senior. They get another steal.
Watch
and
out.
And here's Jawan. He should, and he fades away, but he should have went to the basket. And they're going to call a foul. They're going to, nope.
Getting out of control. Now here comes the Phoenix with a run out. They got a 4-on-3
I don't
if
like
they hustle.
those scoop layups from the reverse side.
I don't either. Right
no,
point
don't tell me he's going to hit
3.
another one.
Another one from Massey. No. Garrity boxes out Maxey to the floor.
Boxes him out to the floor.
That was close.
And
then a push
offensive
off.
foul.
Yep, she got it right.
She got it right. Definitely. It's down to 8, ladies and gentlemen, and we are timeout by the Brother Rice bench because they need a timeout. It's gone from 20 to 8 really quick. 5 minutes, 30 seconds left.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 300,000 participants here in Michigan who take part in high school sports.
Today I'm going to tell you about sportsmanship because it's important. Treat your opponents the way you would want to be treated. My mom says that. Listen to the referees. It's their job. Be nice to their team and our team. Cheer them on. Always play fair. It's the right thing to do. It's sportsmanship. It's not that hard.
This was a 20-point game when we started the 4th. It's down to a 7-point game right now. 8-point game, rather, partner. How did this 12-0 run come about?
Well, it started with, again, the pressure. The full court press. They turned the ball over at least 4 to 5 times already, and Renaissance has, guess what? Hit the jumper.
That's right.
They have 3 of them
they sure
in
have.
this run.
It's a family-style team at Renaissance, team that really has played well together. It is early. They played down at the Akron St. Vincent St. Mary exhibition back in the 20th and 21st down in Akron. They beat Firestone. But the most impressive was how they dominated Akron St. Vincent St. Mary's down there as well.
Okay.
And they're expected to be one of the top teams in the state of Ohio. And allegedly Renaissance had a nice run against them, beat them in that scrimmage. So there were highlights that good things were to come.
Yeah, I mean, when you have good guard play in this time and era, we know that basically that's the key to winning games. I mean, having guards that, like you said, the cohesiveness between the freshman and the senior, for example, to have that and to know that they depend on each other and they find each other and they want to make each other better. Having that with guards, you will go far.
Yep. Agreed. Well said. Both these teams will play again on the 27th. That is next Monday. And Renaissance will play at Michigan Collegiate.
That's a tough schedule.
Yeah.
Listen,
yeah.
I like Renaissance. Play all the hard people, baby, because at the end, you're going to be worthy of what's going to happen to you.
That's right. And Rick Palmer's team will also play that day against Port Huron Northern.
Okay.
A team that's led by a guy that we saw in the Callahan Challenge. 3-ball, no. And a travel. So Renaissance
they gave him a travel.
Back.
Okay. That's a tough call.
Yep. And then Warren Mott will be another non-league opponent for Brother Rice along with Carmen Ainsworth.
Before they get busy in that Catholic League.
That's right. Before they get busy in the Catholic League with UAD on the 11th. That'll be a great contest and a rematch of what happened
at the end of the year last year.
Yeah, at the end of the year.
For sure.
Upset.
And here's the butter, I guess, on the toast.
Yeah.
So you're regional, or they're regional, right?
Yep.
Well, let me say that the regional. Their district includes Orchard Lake St. Mary's.
Oh, boy.
So it's tough, a tough Catholic League schedule. And then right off the bat, you know, you come into your district and you have to win against an Orchard Lake St. Mary's. And that's going to be tough. So I appreciate that, you know, they're working on, you know, playing tough games even before the Catholic League as well, and trying to, you know, get everything out that they need to, because it's going to be tough for everybody.
Stoked for 3.
Another 3.
The Stones
they're down by 5.
Give him 12.
They're down by 5.
He's 14. Pass into the paint, up and under, no, but a foul. Getting loose was Williams, and he'll add to his 20-point
The referee
tally.
was waiting to see if he made that call, made that basket. That was well done, though. Well done. So I just got an update that on Monday night, Bloomfield Hills will take the place of Michigan Collegiate. So Renaissance will play Bloomfield Hills because Michigan Collegiate is out based on some protocols. So we're going to make that correction for you. So 2:50 p.m. Monday, the 12/27, they are playing Bloomfield. Renaissance versus Bloomfield.
That won't be easy. That's a good club. Bloomfield, a team that went all the way to the state championship game their first year of existence. With Yante Mateen and company.
Okay.
Who's on that team? Maxey to the hole, mid-post runner, no, but it's 2
I like
shots.
how he cuffed the ball to protect it from the defender, to know, okay, I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna, you know, protect the ball so that now I can get it up and draw the foul. Like, that's something that a senior leader knows, to how to get the foul, how to draw the foul. I'm gonna get to the line. I like that.
Finding ways to score and being creative.
Yes.
You know, it's good to see.
Yes, and that's what I talk about with young people who get trainers. You know, parents, if you're out there and listening, if the kids are going to trainers, make sure that the trainers are teaching them things that they can actually use and do in the game.
That's right. That is correct. And we're seeing it today. What a game we have now. Back to a 5-point game.
Great wall up, a great wall up by White.
Thomas air ball out of bounds, and this is what Rick Palmer was concerned about. Look, he's seen his team this year at times lose big leads.
And
not to lose the game.
Exactly.
But you saw it against Lakeshore a little bit. He wasn't happy. Graham Blank, look, great win. I don't think they let off the gas too much there. But
no, not at all. I was there. It was a good game.
But, you know, he said as far as last year's, this is our year where we close games out. And they're trying to do that now. They had a 20-point lead.
Down to 5.
Down to 5. Make it 3 maybe. No.
Oh,
offensive rebound.
And 1.
Got it to go. It's a
down by 3.
Game. My goodness, Lakita.
So this is what I was talking about earlier when I said that you have to be able to handle the pressure.
Yep.
The pressure of any big game where people come back or people are on you just as hard as you are on them. On the road. Exactly. Being able to have these huge environments where it all matters and being able to score.
Curtis
or
Williams
I should say just control the game, you know, not getting so pushed that you turn balls over at the 4th quarter mark when you're up by 20 when you came into this quarter.
Well said. Agree. We'll see how Brother Rice closes it out here. Williams with that last bucket. 5-point lead. Been a big-time comeback.
Nice. Nice.
Wing 3, Maxey.
Nice.
Bad angle. Got it back, though.
And 1. Oh.
Stick back. Good all over the offensive glass is
Number
Charles
10.
George Jr.
Yes.
The high jump all-state kid.
No, that was Hoskins. That was Hoskins this time.
Oh, okay.
Curtis is going to hit the 3 to shut up the crowd. Exactly.
Timeout, Rick Palmer after the 3. It doubles the lead for Brother Rice. They're now up 6. Cold-blooded hit.
He has 25 points so far. This is definitely his breakout game in the last 3 games. And I think that he's looking like that kid that Alabama said, hey, we want to offer you a scholarship.
We're seeing why here. 2:57 left. Don't forget you can be a part of our broadcast team and become a sponsor. Become a sponsor on the Prep, and you can sponsor our Motor City Cruise package. We also have a package here for full court prep and our high school package as well. Become a sponsor today. Email us at theprepsports@gmail.com.
3
Lakita
minutes.
Gans, what do you think? Final 3 minutes.
So here it is right now again, down 6. You still have to be in control, and every possession counts. So you don't have to go for the 3 ball. You can go for, look at Lance. Look at Lance. This is what I love about him. He never stopped. He never stopped. He never gave up. He almost got it stolen. He got it back, and he finds his guard who finds the big, and now they're down by 4.
Hoskin with a slam out of the break. How about Stone?
Look at this. Look at this. Don't do it. Oh, if he hits another one.
It. Williams for 3, and he got it.
Then.
Watch out. 28 points for Curtis Williams. Man.
That's huge.
71-64. 3 possessions.
There we go, right there.
Stone directing traffic.
So the funny part is that Xavier Thomas is checking him.
Isn't
and
little backdoor.
That was tough. He's going to dunk now.
And Williams lays it
up.
30 points for Curtis Williams.
Okay.
73-64.
Back up to 9.
And with a $152, you got to rely. Look at this throw-ahead play.
Nice.
The dunk and the finish, all because Lance Stone didn't give up on that play.
He didn't, and he could have easily. And he could have tried to, do so many different things, being that he was the shorter player.
Maxey for 3.
And Maxey comes down and hits the 3. We got a game in here, baby. We have a game in here. They are
6.
not quitting, and I like it.
The haymakers continue to fall in Detroit. Maxey with a punisher. Maxey with 11 in the quarter, 22 now to lead the way for Renaissance. Cold-blooded shot. They're going to need more of that, Lakita.
They're definitely going to need more of that. But what I do love the most is I like the fact that they're not giving up. But here's the key. You have to take care of each possession.
Yep.
And it goes back to when I talked about what teams do well. If someone can make a basket at a time when you need it, that's when you can control a game. And
right.
I wish that they had something that they can just go to.
No doubt. Let's go to our rankings, our top 11 full court prep.
Oh, look at the rankings.
Yeah, that was cute. You got St. Mary's number 1, Brother Rice number 2, De La Salle at 3.
Oh, my God.
Hamtramck
De La
4.
Salle is so good.
They are. UAD is at number 5. That's likely to change with their loss.
Okay.
Last week. King is 6, Ferndale 7, Cass Tech 8. Of course, Ferndale knocked off UAD.
Uh-huh.
And it's not a big blemish. Look,
I like
Ferndale's
Adams.
a good club.
I like Adams because that's the team we just played.
Beat.
And that's the team that Robert scored 46 on. But let me tell you something about Adams. They are tough.
They are, aren't they?
They are really tough. That Gunner Walters
he can shoot
is
again.
something else. And they have 2 other young men on that team that are straight ballers.
Pre-scoring on that as well as the big boy. Do they got a big or no?
They have 2 bigs.
Yeah.
They have a wing and they have a point guard. Yeah. And that's what you need when it comes to being competitive and trying to win the title.
They're one of Oakland County's best.
That was a great turnover caused by Renaissance. They got the turnover on a 5-second call. So we're back in it.
Maxey, who's hot, 22
6
points in this game. Feeling it. Just a 6-point game. 70 seconds left. Stone to the rack. Lay in. Offhand, no.
He almost got it, but
got
he got
the
it
ball
back.
right back, didn't he? And he threw it away.
But guess what? He was looking for his guard.
That's right.
And that's what good point guards do.
Mindful, thoughtful, and a foul in the backcourt. And this game's not over. Still a 6-point game. Brother Rice has shown that they have not been cash on free throws. So this game not over. Yeah. Rick Palmer would love to see that
57 seconds is a long time in a game. It's a long time if you play it right. So you do have to hope for some misses.
Yep. No miss there.
It's
Free
1
throw
and 1.
down.
They only have 7 fouls, so they have 2 more to give in terms of the 1 and 1 anyway. See, he missed 1. So it's 7.
10 points for
Xavier.
Thomas tonight. Not one of his best games we've seen, but that's the thing on this Brother Rice team. They're going to hit you with somebody different every time.
Yes.
Free ball, Maxey, Banker,
He
no.
almost banked that. That was a foul. I don't know how they didn't call that.
Yeah.
When Garrity got the rebound.
Right.
So now you play foul. You have to foul.
Maxey thought he had a poke away, and he got busted for it. Double bonus situation, I believe.
So, again, possessions are important. You get the 1 and 1 miss, but you have to come down here and score.
Yep.
That would have cut it to 5.
Yep. Both seasons for both these teams look promising. Detroit Renaissance out of the PSL Gold, and a team that will compete with King and Cass and Denby and Douglas and Mumford and Southeastern and Pershing in that Gold Conference.
Yeah, that's a tough conference.
It's the best out of the Cities League.
Yes.
John White will lead him. He's the Dean of
See,
Students.
he missed 1 of 2, so you have to now go down and get a bucket. Where do you go for a bucket that you can count on?
You think Mr. Maxey would be a part of it, but Stone trying to get a shot up here.
Nice.
Backdoor cut, lay in.
It was
Good.
beautiful. That was beautiful.
Really was. What
the
a
only
pass.
problem is that the clock is still running, so someone should have called timeout after they made the basket.
Charles George Jr. having a nice second half. Off the bench, he's a
Down
nice
6,
piece.
15 seconds to go. Let's see what Brother Rice does. Do they take care of it? Do we foul right away? Oh, they get a travel call. Wow.
They got the turnover, Lakita.
They got the turnover.
Don't go anywhere. 6-point game, 13 seconds left.
I think they don't understand, but she called the travel off the reverse pivot.
Yep, there it is there. See it on the replay. Inbound, Maxey 3, need it.
Oh.
No. Garrity with a rebound, and that should do it.
Garrity's grabbing the ball like, listen, little man, I know you played big here tonight, but I'm going to go to this free throw line and knock these 2 down to secure our win. As Garrity walks to this line, he needs to make 2. It's 1 and 1 still.
Garrity with just 5 points tonight. He had a 3 early in this game. Gets a 6-point here. Rick Palmer says it is going to be a different guy every night. Whoever is going to allow our guy to get loose is going to be the guy that goes off. And he says it's going to be 5 different guys that'll do it this year for us.
Exactly. Oh, another miss, though. So that's 3 times in a row that Brother Rice, and it's an and one. Wow.
3 from the corner for Savory, and a 4-point play opportunity
they don't
coming
want us
up.
to go home.
Don't go anywhere. It's a 1-possession game if he can hit it.
Oh, wow.
Whoa is right. Savory in the corner fouled, and that is a boo-boo coming by way of Keithan Gilmore, the sophomore forward. So this is a big free throw here now. And this is where free throws for Brother Rice starting to catch up.
Yeah, that's actually the freshman. The freshman made the 3.
Yes, Jaden Savory.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's a big shot.
This is a bigger one, though.
This is a bigger one.
With 2.9, he needs to hit the free throw.
And Coach needs to call timeout right
His
away.
mom played at BYU.
Nice. Call timeout, Coach. Come on. Like, yes. All right, let's get it done.
And his mom is also a Michigan employee.
Okay.
University of Michigan. She's the assistant athletic director at Michigan. So
nice.
Jawan Howard in the house also to see Mr. Jaden Savory as well. So here we go. Free throw's good.
Free throw's good. So here's what I would do.
Yeah, let's hear it.
I'm going to definitely try my best to get a 5-second call.
All right.
That's really the most.
You guard the ball out of bounds, man. The man triggering the ball.
No, I don't guard him. I don't guard him unless I have a huge 7-footer, right? If I don't have a 7-footer, I'm not guarding him.
I don't see him.
I want to make sure that my point guard, John Blackwell, doesn't get the ball.
Okay.
Because I also think he's probably one of the better shooters out of the ones who are missing.
For sure. No,
but
that's right.
I definitely would not guard the out of bounds play. Try for a 5-second. I mean, of course, if it gets inbounds, you got to foul, right? And hope that they miss, and then you kind of want to throw up in the air. But the best way is to get a turnover right here.
Get a steal.
You got to get a steal, or hey, just make one free throw and the game's over.
No doubt. And if you are able to force a turnover without even triggering inbounds, you get the ball into your own bucket, which is nice. So 2.9 seconds left. It's been a game that has been as large as a 20-point lead for Brother Rice tonight. And that's how we ended the third, with a Brother Rice 20-point lead. Renaissance has come all the way back. They've cut it to 2. They've got it down to 3 now. But they're in trouble. They need a miracle, as Brother Rice has the basketball with 2.9.
Need a miracle.
Yeah, but we'll see.
But I love the fight in them. Like, I'm so impressed with them, and they're only going to get better with the tough teams that they play.
George to cover the trigger man. Inbound to Garrity. He is fouled immediately with 1.7
Now, here's the kicker.
seconds left.
It's 2. Garrity needs to make a shot at the free throw line. He needs to make the first one at least.
Yes. You have to make one, and then it's over, essentially, unless we see another 4-point play opportunity.
Right.
But Garrity line left to try to put this one away and try to move Brother Rice to 3-0. Brother Rice with season opening win and their most impressive win over the state champ from a year ago, Grand Blanc.
He makes the first one. It's a 4-point game.
There it is. Garrity now with 7 points in the game. And then a win against Lakeshore.
There we are, 5 points.
Free throws are down, 8 points for Garrity. Inbound, Stone at the buzzer for 3. And that's how this one ends. 78-73 between two teams that came in undefeated from different leagues, both well respected in Metro Detroit for basketball and academic institutions.
Facts.
A nice holiday battle. We're glad you're with us. We're not done yet. We're going to recap this game, show some highlights, and much, much more before we get on our way to Top Golf. That's right. Who's tailgating tonight at Top Golf? I heard our crew was. We're back in a moment to Detroit to wrap this thing up and put a bow on the show. 78-73, Brother Rice over Detroit Renaissance.
All right, this is Adam, take 2. Mark?
I guess.
I go like this.
The best part about playing football in Texas has to be the reaction from the community.
I want to encourage others to play volleyball or choir because you get to experience new things and do stuff that you've never done before. My reason why is passion.
My reason why is pride.
As the voice of Michigan student athletes, the Student Advisory Council's role
is to convey the message of how high school sports are supposed to be played.
We are responsible for helping the MHSAA maintain a positive and healthy atmosphere
so the interscholastic athletes may thrive.
We believe athletes should be competitive,
sportsmanlike, and excel academically.
We believe students in the stands should have fun,
but not take the focus away from the game.
We believe coaches should act as teachers,
helping student athletes develop while still keeping high school sports in perspective.
We believe that parents should always be positive role models
and be supportive of their child's decisions.
We believe officials commit their own time to high school sports,
and respect should always be shown and given for that.
The most important goal for student athletes is to enjoy high school sports
while keeping a high level of respect between all those involved in the games.
Enjoy the game.
78-73 your final score tonight in a regular season non-conference tilt between a couple of really good clubs. Brother Rice came in highly touted, number 2 in our top 11 poll. Renaissance came in unranked, but highly regarded as one of the top teams in the city's public school league. And they're expected to compete with the Casses and the Kings and the Pershings and the Southeasterns and so on and so forth. But tonight, Brother Rice was too much in the end. It was a Brother Rice team that would build a lead as large as 20 points at the end of the third. But they got things going early with the long ball. And they had a couple guys really come in and bang it, led by Curtis Williams, who had 22 points in the second half. 31 in totality. John Blackwell also with a big game. He had 23. There's a Curtis Williams corner three that we saw all too often. Renaissance had their moments, and they had a nice piece off the bench that we saw in Charles George Jr., a guy that was a high-flying super sub off the bench that helped them out tonight, Lakita.
I like that he came off the bench and helped them because it's because of him that they actually started to come back in that 20-point the lead that Brother Rice had. He helped them. He hit 2 threes that were very key, and when it goes back to us talking about hitting jumpers, you have to hit threes in order to be competitive in the high school league.
That's right. You see a three there from Maxey. He was high score honors with 22 along with Samuel Hoskins. Maxey late made the run, though. He hit the threes, got him back in this also with his defensive intensity.
He did. I like the fact that John White did not go away from the press. He brought it back out in the fourth quarter, and that's what got them back in the game.
Lance Stone with a long three. He's a nice piece. He finished with 12 points.
They had to hit about 6 threes in the second, actually probably in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, no, they did. And you see here the tenacity on the offensive set, and the lay-in by Sam Hoskins was part of those 22 points as the scrappiness continues. Yes. And again, a guy that we didn't,
causing turnovers, going to the boards, right? And even they had some offensive rebounds. And I like the fact that Lance Stone never gave up, even when it was times where he probably had the lower end of the stick. And he made some really good passes to players for buckets. I like the dunks off the baseline. That was amazing.
Yeah, it sure was.
Really good point guard. So your John White's Isaiah Thomas, that I believe that.
We saw a little of that, didn't we?
We saw the dipsy daisy layups and how he maneuvers his body, and then how he never gave up.
Yeah,
and that's one thing Isaiah Thomas had. He never gave up.
That's right. So 31 points for Curtis Williams, 23 for Jonathan Blackwell, 10 for Xavier Thomas, 8 for Henry Garrity for Brother Rice. And
when you have 3 to 4 players in double figures, it's going to be hard to beat.
And you could expect to see that from them quite often, right?
Exactly.
I mean, isn't that one of the things that makes their team go? Again, Hoskin Jr. and Maxey both with 22 points, and a lot of that damage coming from Maxey late and getting some three-pointers, doing some nice things. Lance Stone with 12 points, 9 points for Charles George off the bench. All in all, Detroit Renaissance, look, they're going to be in some games this year. They're going to have a chance to win this PSL.
Yes.
Cass and King some things to say about it. But your thoughts as we close out here on Renaissance and their future this season?
I'm just super hyped to know that Renaissance is back in the fold. We all know that they're an academic school, right? But they are back in the fold of things because John White's first year over here, they actually were PSL. They thought they would win the PSL that year, right? Yeah. And so what he did is he rebuilt people, or the team. He rebuilt the team to be back where they stopped when he first got there, and then COVID hit. COVID caused a little bump, you know. However, he's back in the fold. He's up there with the top 4 teams, Pershing, Cass, King, and Renaissance. And I think those are the 4 teams that you should focus on, and those are also the 4 teams that have seniors that could win the PSL. All 4 of those schools have a senior that can win the PSL, Mr. PSL.
Yeah.
So I am proud of Renaissance. I mean, I'm happy to watch them. It's like, wow.
And that's coming from a King grad.
No, a Cooley grad.
Cooley grad?
Yes, a Cooley grad.
You coached at King.
I coached at Pershing.
Pershing, okay.
Yes. It's okay.
I apologize, PSL.
If you ask anybody, they'll tell you I coached at all the schools. So, and that's a fact. But I think you have a really good team to watch and continue to watch in Brother Rice and in Renaissance.
Yeah, and Brother Rice, quickly, your thoughts on how they're going to finish up in the Catholic League and their pursuits.
I think that it's going to be a tough league for everybody. It's not just them. I mean, Catholic Central, UAD, De La Salle, and Mary's, Brother Rice and St. Mary. That's 5 teams, which means 4 teams you have to play twice. So that's 8 games that you have to, put on your schedule and know I have to bring my best every night. It's never going to be a night off for anybody in the Catholic League.
That's right.
So I think that the winner of the Catholic League, though, right, and then that next round or that first round of the districts, that team who wins has the chance to win a state title.
No doubt.
And I
wide
believe
open.
that. It's wide open.
Wide open. Never a night off for Lakita Gans.
Never.
Great work tonight. We
Thank
appreciate
you.
Lakita.
I appreciate being here.
And a lot of fun to have you. Want to thank our great crew, our staff for making this broadcast possible.
Yes.
Want to thank our creative team, James Ferris, Julia Pisano, doing great work. Pat Bush, Matthew Hopkins on stats. Ali Hadi, your assistant producer and also on replay tonight. Chase Kaufman on camera. So is Kyle Buchanan and Rob Sarna on camera as well. Evan Westfall on the scoreboard operation tonight, doing great work as always. And the executive producer, technical director is Alex Westfall. My partner is Lakita Gans. My name's Chad Bush, saying so long from Renaissance High School.
Have a good night.
Merry Christmas to you, my friend.
Thank you. Same to you.
Merry Christmas to all of you. Happy holidays. Thanks for watching
and
tonight's coverage.
Stay
Stay
safe.
safe. Full court prep. Good night, everybody. Brother Rice wins it 78-73 over Detroit Renaissance.
Nice.